Here's your Friday reminder that you did the right thing because he still hasn't changed. I know that if you have left one of these narcissistic, toxic, abusive relationships, that you may have moments where you wonder if you did the right thing. I've even worked with women who have said, I think I should have stayed. I made a mistake. This is a nightmare. And, that's common because it does get worse before it gets better. But when you look at what you've left and that you have the opportunity to grow and be free and change your life, they don't change. So now you have the freedom to completely transform your entire life from the inside out. When you are questioning if you did the right thing, just look at their behavior. And, another common thing that women say as well is he acting like this with his new person that he's with? Because they build up new families right quick after you have ended things or they have ended things. They waste no time in shacking up and creating a whole new life, whole new family, even if that means disregarding and abandoning the one that they already made. And so someone like that you've been with for 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years that wouldn't change and still losing their family didn't wake them up. They're not going to be behaving any differently. They might be able to hide themselves for a longer period of time in a new relationship, but the chaos and turmoil that they have within that they cause, that does not change, as you have seen. And so I just wanted to pop in really quick to give you this reminder that you did the right thing because they're still carrying on as they are. They still think you're the problem or everyone else is the problem. If the kids don't want to have anything to do with them, they don't want to see them, it's you that's causing it, not their behavior. It's always everyone else's fault. And they will even blame their own children rather than looking at themselves and go, I had this thought of, do you think that they learn their lesson when the pattern just keeps going and the things that maybe women are communicating to them that seem to be a common thread? Maybe it's me. I think as women that do our own work, I'm one of them, that if I start to see a certain thing or a pattern or an issue that has come up in more than one place within myself, then I'm like, okay, that's probably something I need to work on. I know one of them that's come up is my tendency to be running late. And I'm working on that because what I tend to do is think I have more time than I do. And I know I drive my girls nuts, and it's something I've always had an issue with, where I'll try and add 10 more things quickly that I need to do before I actually get out of the house into the car. So I could say I'm leaving, but that means maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So, these little things are our tendencies with our behaviors to be able to understand ourselves, but we have that freedom. And so we look at that and we can actually feel good about ourselves because we have the capacity to change. The flaw in this is that we tend to question ourselves before we question someone else. We think that it's me, it must be me, rather than, oh, maybe this person is also flawed. And, I'm not to blame for all of it, even though I've spent my entire life being made to feel like I'm too much or I'm the problem because I'm voicing a problem or I'm voicing a clear issue or my feelings or whatever. And so this piggybacks off of the episode I did last before this, is the fear of speaking up and all of that. And so if for whatever, honestly, to be honest, I don't quite know why this trait exists in women who end up with narcissists, that they question themselves. And I was coaching a woman that said, I can't remember the abuse and I can't remember all of the exact things that happened and the details. And this is really common. It's, if we want to put a label on it, it's dissociative amnesia. And it's because we've had to cut off from those memories because it would be way too much to If you could imagine trying to exist and function at work, in life, and be mentally sound, if you had clear memories of everything that's ever happened to you going on in your brain all day, every day, you would go insane. You literally would go crazy. When you're living in it and you're experiencing it, you feel crazy. But if you were having to relive every single one of those moments, those paper cuts, those harsh words, the hurtful behaviors, you would not be able to be a functioning adult in society. So we have to look at it as it's our brain protecting us, our subconscious protecting us. But what does happen is that a lot of those repressed memories and things that happen, they come up in new relationships after. So then you have these flashbacks or you have these trigger points. So it comes up later when you are dating or exploring or in a new relationship after a lifetime of abuse and narcissistic abuse. So it's not that it's disappeared, it's still there. And so that's where we need to be able to understand how difficult a new relationship could be and will be when that's all you have ever known is the narcissistic abuse, chaos, and turmoil. We think that we've forgotten, but our body does not forget and our subconscious does not forget. So it will come up. So again, to wrap this up, this was just going to be a quickie pop-in episode on a Friday, is they have not changed. So you did the right thing. You know, you wasted a lot of time hoping they would change, and you have your proof that the worst could happen in their life and they still do not wake up. They just keep doing the same things and living out the same patterns. So you dodged a bullet and now you're free to rebuild your life. So hey, if you're interested in going further with me on this, I invite you to join my free upcoming bootcamp that is called Win Your Divorce. And this isn't about win your divorce as in like win as in like the legalities of that, although that's part of the work that I do with women, is I help them to navigate things with their lawyer. So I help them know what to ask their lawyer, what things to request from the lawyer, what things to be careful of, and all of that. I don't give legal advice, of course, but this particular boot camp is more about winning from the standpoint of like getting your life back together ASAP so that you do not have to continue struggling in this divorce for years to come, even if the divorce is dragging on. So we're going to talk about how to communicate and message with them to keep your peace, and how to start to make over your life in such a way that you can start feeling better now, even amidst all of the chaos. You can pre-register. It's not ready just yet. I'm putting it together. You can pre-register though to save your seat at the link in my bio, at the link in the show notes here. Or you can head to leanneoten.com/winyourdivorce. The link is also in my Instagram bio. If you hang out on Instagram, you can check it out there. And this is going to be just a short video series I'm going to give you tips and written challenges to do in the emails. So you need to be signed up. All right, so I'll catch you on the other side and chat with you soon.